Science 6. Lesson 19. Gravity.
Objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to define gravity, differentiate mass from weight, identify the factors that affect the strength of gravity, tell why gravity is important and harmful.
According to a popular story, an apple fell on Sir Isaac Newton while he was seated under the tree. This event apparently convinced him that there is a force between the earth and a falling apple. He called this force as gravity or gravitational force. All objects that are thrown upward will eventually fall because of gravity. What is gravity? Gravity is an attractive force that pulls objects toward each other. Without gravity, you and other objects in your surroundings will float off into the sky and into the outer space. Moving an object to a higher place is more difficult than bringing it down. For example, going down the stairs is easier than going up. In the same manner, climbing up a hill is more difficult than going down. Newton extended the idea to the motion of heavenly bodies. According to him, this is the same force that pulls the moon on an orbital path around the Earth. Since the sun is bigger than the Earth and the other planets, the sun pulls and keeps all the planets in the orbit with its gravity. Without gravity, the planets would wander away from the sun.
The occurrence of tides is one effect of gravity. Tides are the rise and fall of sea levels. The high tides happen as the Earth's waters respond to the combined gravity of the moon and the sun. More water particles slightly get displaced toward certain areas where gravity or the pull force is strongest, creating the high tide. Low tides or receding ocean parts happen on areas where some of the water particles were displaced. The more mass an object has, the greater force of gravity the object experiences. For example, if you throw a piece of paper up into the air, you will notice that the piece of paper will gently fall. However, if you throw an apple up, the apple will quickly fall. That is because the apple is more massive than the piece of paper.
Mass is the measure of how much matter there is in a body or object. Scientists use kilogram to measure mass. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. An object's mass does not change. Your mass on Earth is the same as your mass on the Moon or on Mars. Many people are oftentimes confused in using the word weight when they actually mean mass. An object's weight is a measure of the force of attraction or gravity between the object and the Earth. In the metric system, Newton is the unit to measure the force of attraction. You would weigh less on the Moon because it has less gravity. You would be a lot heavier on Jupiter because it has more gravity. Isaac Newton stated that the pull of gravity depends not only on the masses of two objects, but also on the distance between them. Your weight on top of a mountain is less than your weight down the mountain. The distance between the masses refers to the distance between you and the center of the Earth.
The gravitational force between you and the center of Earth is weaker on top of a mountain than when you are at the mountain foot.
The force of gravity is advantageous to people. Gravity keeps everything down, including people. It also holds the bodies of water on the surface and the atmosphere around. It would be difficult to do different activities every day if there is no gravity. However, the force of gravity can also have harmful effects. When hanging objects are shaken or pushed, they might break and fall because of gravity. These falling objects might accidentally hit and harm people. When you go up the stairs and slip, you might fall, which may cause injuries to your body.
Practice exercise.
True or false? Moving an object to a higher place is more difficult than bringing it down. The answer is true. True or false? The more mass an object has, the lesser is the force of gravity on that object. The answer is false. True or false? You would weigh more on the Moon because it has more gravity than the Earth. The answer is false. True or false? Your mass on Earth is the same as your mass on the Moon or on Mars. The answer is true. True or false? Gravity pulls us towards the center of the Earth. The answer is true. End of lesson.